JAQK in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going to have Rocco and Ray commentators. Action is going to start in about 3 minutes. These guys have been playing all day. We took a brief timeout for a dinner break, and they are still playing. Lots of action. We watched the first couple of minutes. I'm going to let these guys take over. Here you go, Rocco.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Eric, as always.
Eric is the man. We love you, baby. If it wasn't for him, the stream would not be up and going. So let's give Big E a shout out, man.
One thing you can do, whenever you want a stat, you click on it right here.
Okay.
And it'll pull up their stack size, their VPIP, their whatever you want.
Do you want to be on this side, so you're a little bit better with that stuff, and you're the more computer savvy person.
I just try to be, now that I'm really am.
No, but you're pretty good with that stuff. So
yes, everybody, we are going to be watching a good live game. I can tell you from what I've seen so far, this lineup is here to play. I've already seen just a couple of hands off the stream before this starts to go live, and I can say that definitely the action is going to be there. There's some players that like to mix it up a lot. There's some other players that I believe know what they're doing, and be a good one to watch. Can't wait
Lights,
to see
cameras,
the
action.
Yes, sir. If you have not followed us on Facebook, just go ahead and click, like, and share. We would really appreciate that. We're trying to share a lot of poker out here in Kentucky, Louisville.
I call it Louisville, and I get yelled at, but I'm from the Shy, so.
And, yeah, just find us on Facebook, Club Jack, YouTube, Club Jack as well. It's pretty simple. We have daily tournaments, daily free rolls. We got all kinds of stuff. 1,000 free rolls at, 11 noon?
11 noon on Saturdays, and I believe
free roll is every day, isn't it? Weekday?
Weekday, yeah.
Yep.
Every
and
day.
then today we were running what was that, 2 p.m.?
We were doing a 2 p.m. Bounty, and we're also doing the 7 p.m. bounty.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that tournament is actually still going right now, and we are at the final table.
They are at the final table right now.
Yeah.
I think Todd has actually just got knocked out, or was possibly playing both.
He got knocked out, so that sounds about right.
Okay, so we got Griffin letting us know it's Louisville.
It's Louisville,
which I've been told by a lot of locals
I
already.
don't know if you Google it. It's King Louis.
And we're trying. We're trying to get used to that.
I already got yelled at by an old man about the way I said it. So I gotta be on my P's and Q's with that one. He came right out the cut. Told me it was Louisville.
There we are, going right into the action. Yeah, that way I can hear myself in the room speak.
Gotcha. All right.
You have to.
To both of them?
No,
Gotcha.
just so keep the one.
Yeah.
The one off the ear. That way you can listen to yourself.
So we got a couple of new players, it looks like. Star sat down. We got Ray's boy that flew in from Italy, correct?
Well, he stays in Italy, but recently he's been staying in my area of Chicago for the last month or so. But he likes to travel throughout the states, play some mid stakes poker and mid or high tournament buy-ins.
Looks like he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're talking about seat 7, Frankie Potts. That's
Frankie
one of the
Potts.
players to watch for sure.
He likes to mix it up a lot, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll put you on some tough spots, I can say. I've played with him on the felt as much as a friend of mine he can be. When it comes to the felt, it's anyone's game. I don't take anyone for my friend.
It looks like Star switched up her attire. It looks like she was wearing a cowgirl hat earlier. Now she's going pink. You know,
And
different vibe.
I believe this first pot they like to do like a quick rundown, little splashy pot, and there will not be any action post flop.
We apologize about the swearing from Sergeant Art. He's a cop, so I guess he could do what he wants.
You're a hero.
We got Bad Bunny in seat 8 representing. Name is Zach. Oh, she got 2 aces? Jimmy Blue Eyes. If y'all don't know Jimmy Blue Eyes.
Jimmy Blue Eyes, a good friend of ours from Chicago. So is Todd on the 2 seat. Todd's also a local poker player, dealer from Chicago. We've got a couple of Chicagoans at the table. Art is from Chicago. Did you see the graphics? Who's got what? Oh,
aces. I saw aces. I thought I saw aces.
Don has aces.
It was set over set? No. Who hit a straight? 3-5? You need the phone.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Oh. I was like, you need my phone?
I think I left it in the tracker room. I was responding. Oh, no. I said, here. All right, so here we go. We got Frankie Pot at the top with 2,500. I expect Star and Frankie to
so it's it's
either battle it out or either
it's a pretty deep stack 2-5 game from.
I told you in the beginning it's playing a little bit higher, and the action has not been shy.
Oh, that's a cool. And the pictures.
All right. Well, Dawn couldn't play her aces because it was a check down board, but now she's gonna get an opportunity to play with her tens.
People might think she's tilting.
Yeah, she decided to open up on the under the gun +2 option there, and we'll see what kind of action she picks up behind.
He's not going to protect with that. He'll protect with a lot, but not that. This could be some action right here. First hand of the stream.
I don't think Matt could have picked a better flop handpick himself.
If this might get, if he's raising here.
Dawn's pretty happy with it. She's got a pair over the board.
She's gonna re-raise, I think. No.
She goes for the call.
It's just playing it safe. See what comes on the turn.
There's many cards you don't want to see on the turn. 4, 8, 9, spade.
Yep.
So that's a safe turn as of now. We'll see how many jacks in his hand he wants to show.
What is that, 225?
Yep. Matt decides for a 225.
I think she's going to. Dawn looks like a player that might fold this one, huh?
Well, we'll see how she decides to go with that. And this is so funny because Matt's the one behind and it's the one who needs all the outs and leading the way.
But he has position, so.
And there it is.
And that's double wham. Yep.
What did he do? The check? Oh, he bet 500.
Yeah. So Matt just signed up as a member, so he is definitely a new player. Don't know much about Matt, but he literally signed up an hour ago as a new member.
So, yeah, what players are from Louisville? I was going to say Louisville. I believe seat 1, seat 2.
Seat 8.
Let me take a look at the
Zach, seat 8.
Here.
Dawn,
yeah, Zach,
Dawn
seat
is
8.
seat 1.
That's seat 1, seat 2. I believe seat 7.
Stars from Mississippi.
5, I think, is from
living in Tennessee, I believe. Dawn's getting a little heater on the cards, but
she's a little short stack now for the game, below $400. Now she's gonna have to be a little selective with what hands she wants to pick and her positions. She's gonna put herself in a little bad situation.
Do you know Jesse at all?
Jesse, no, I've never seen him.
He looks like Matt's brother, so who knows? They both. James, is it Louisville, Louisville, King Louis? Looks like Star's gonna try and fire up at this one, take it down probably.
She's got a little, some actual equity in the
Yeah.
back door there. She's looking for the ace or a heart.
Everybody. And well, Frankie Potts got counterfeited there. It looks like, and Star is gonna check, and she's gonna take it down with showdown.
What?
Can you hear the table mic?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Could you hear before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you could?
Dude, this is, where was it? That's sick. You got the pictures and the fire on the cards.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Are you out? Oh. Huh. You got all the chips? You got all the chips.
I think I'm short stack, but there's 3 left. Close to third, or close to second.
So Aaron, our main commentator that you guys have been listening to the last couple of days, is actually in a tournament right now. He'll be coming back in the booth, I believe, shortly after he wins it.
He's currently playing the 7 p.m. bounty.
Yeah.
And he's playing 3-handed at this moment. So it looks like he can do more than just commentate. We got Sack here, racing up to $80. He's queen off, and we got Jesse catching up some action with him.
Jamie Jam, thanks for the feedback, brother. Eric's been working hard on this to make sure that it all comes together. Awesome. So, give a shout out to Big E, baby. The best in the country. We're super lucky here at Club Jack to have Eric doing this for us. So if anybody ever asks, you all know who it is. EA Sports, Eric Anderson. Let's go. Yeah.
It should be EA Streams.
It should be. I thought we weren't doing drinks and stuff by the stream. Are we done with that?
What's that?
Is that a thing that we're done with?
Wait.
Drinks and stuff.
I could still hear you saying that.
The drinking, the waters. Are we done with that
Oh.
by the stream?
As long as they keep it off the table, I'm fine.
Gotcha.
Looks like we got some fans of Aaron. All right, let's see what
Aaron's got a fan club, man. Yeah, dude. All right. We like it.
Thanks for the support, man.
Absolutely. Aaron says thank you for the support. He's got to go win a tournament, though, so.
Bear with us. We haven't seen any of the graphics on this hand yet. They are slowly coming up.
2 and 3 fold.
Don? What was it raised to? Did you see?
Well, someone on the cutoff there has made it over $100.
Okay,
like,
I can't
and
see.
we had not seen any of the cards
It
yet.
looks like it's.
Seat 8 on the button actually. Oh, I can see.
Wow. I
It's
think
got-
he
it's got-
straddled.
it's
Did
got
he
the
straddle on the
queens.
button? Or
I
no?
couldn't tell. I didn't get to see his
Yeah.
chest. Didn't have any
Frankie Potts gonna mix it up with the good old 10-8 off. Oh, this
he's
could
gonna
be
get
trouble.
he's gonna get in trouble with this one.
You don't fold top pair.
You don't
You don't call
10-8
10-8
off
and full
to
top
see the
pair.
10 and then fold it. I'll tell you that. This guy's just thinking about how much I can squeeze this guy for.
He's thinking about going back to Italy and riding that boat in Venice. All right, let's see what. This could be trouble. Spade might slow him down a little, but I still think you're firing 2 queens here. But they did slow him down. Oh, my God. Oh, it doesn't matter. 2 deuces out there already. And he checks. Wow. I think I'd like to see a river bet there by Zach after 2 checks. No? Huh? Ray?
I mean, he was pretty afraid of that flush.
You don't like
It's gotta
a
be-
little value town?
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is, from the play he took,
Yeah.
I could only see he was concerned about the flush.
Right.
Not to say I wouldn't have better check. I mean, it looks.
I think if Frankie's, and he's a tricky player, so I guess.
And I'm sure Frankie thought he totally got him when he got that hit
Right.
on the river.
But
And that was a price to see the check from him.
yeah.
That's the time when he could have barreled
Yeah.
and get the news he was still
I
behind.
just think if Frankie's checking twice like that, I think you could get some value out of 2 queens there, but that's why I'm in the booth and not out there, I guess. I'm Got-
We got Griffin asking what the payouts are for the tournament. Get that information in a second.
Claire, how are you? Love you too, Claire. Joe's probably down in some bourbons right now. So Jimmy Blue Eyes picking up Ace King here. Looks like he raised to 30. You got Jesse. He's calling with the good old Ace 5 off. Todd thinks he's at the airport, so he's not going to play too many hands.
So this payouts we got.
Robin, there is a waiting list, Robin. You are on your way. We'll get you on the list. I don't know if you are already.
Anyone who likes to come out and play, you guys are more than welcome to come and play. You can sign up on the Poker Atlas app and put your name there. You could also see how the action is, how many tables we got, how many players we got. If you'd like to come on down and get a seat for another game, we have some seat availability. For our live stream, you may wait a little bit to get in it, and we would love to have you come on down.
If I could throw something in as well on that, Ray, if you want to do a live stream on the weekends, it is probably best to contact Dan ahead of time.
Actually, I'm the guy to
Or
contact.
contact Ray.
Yeah,
Okay.
contact me through our JAQK socials, Facebook, Messenger, or anything else. Do that, and you can do that. So I was getting back to Griffin, who had asked what the payouts were. And also that information is on Poker Atlas.
Perfect.
You go on the app,
Yeah.
you find our club, then you go on to our tournaments that are currently going on.
Yep.
Then you go on to the clocks for those tournaments, and it will give you the payouts. That's literally what I'm doing right now, looking at the clocks on my phone from the Poker Atlas app. It's a great tool to have as a poker player, or if you're just looking to get yourself in some games. So first place is going to pay $819. Second place is paying $351 out of 18 players. We had just a few tables get it going this afternoon, 7 p.m. We are just starting. This is our second day, and we expect nothing but growth.
And a big shout out actually to we had 1,000 views on our live stream yesterday. So
Yeah.
huge shout out to everybody that followed us on the live stream or watched it on YouTube. We had a great turnout. It's for our first night. So shout out to you guys.
Yep, and you as well, James. I'm glad you came and enjoyed our games. Looks like you didn't do so well on the tournaments. Looks like you bubbled just before the money, and you were able to double your money on the cash game. So that's great news. That's good stuff. Sounds like you found yourself the spots to do so and get yourself a good payout.
So I'm not sure. I've lost track of this hand. It looks like Todd raised, and then did Don 3-bet?
Well, it looks like
Or did
Don
Don
raised pre-flop.
Okay.
Okay, Todd came along, tagged along to watch a flop. Then looks like Todd checked.
And she's
called.
getting it in with Jack 10. Okay. We did not see the flop is where we got confused. It looks like they got it in on
Looks like
the
they got
turn.
it on the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Todd,
sorry,
Todd just
guys.
couldn't let it go and obviously called her with his
Well,
top
yeah.
pair, great kicker.
Todd was sleeping, woke up with King Queen, and.
And wanted to get back to, I suppose, I would imagine Jimmy Jam has just recently started watching us, and he was asking who's commentating. On the booth here, we actually, Aaron just stepped in. I am El Sibak, one of your. I am El Sibak, which also am one of your supervisors, floor guys here at the club. I've got next to me.
Rocco.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is Rocco. I'm actually with me and Ray are running the room. We are the two floor people here. And we both came down. I came down from Arizona. Ray came down from Chicago. And to help this club get going, man. We have big things in store for this club. And so we're trying everything we can to get it going, right?
That's for sure. We can do nothing but try our best every day. Wake up, smell the sun, smell the coffee, get some sunshine.
Still getting used to the Ville, but I'm just gonna call it the Ville from now on since I'm getting yelled at.
That'll be like somewhere in between, right? That's not Louisville. That's not Louisville.
You can find me in Louis.
We got some action brewing. We got a little three-way pot, 100 in the pot. Blue Eyes decides to go for about half pot.
Yeah, Jimmy Blue Eyes likes to mix
With
it up
his,
a little bit.
Flop top pair. Doesn't seem to be much concern about trips out there.
So
far,
sometimes
he was correct.
Sometimes you'll see Jimmy Blue Eyes with the glasses. Sometimes you'll see him
Oh
without.
no, he went and put them on when
What?
I got out there to ask him for the picture. He's like, "Hey Ray, what do you think will look best? Should I put my glasses on? It'll look better, right?" I said, "Jimmy,
He
put
Clark
those
Kent
things
to
on
us.
if you
He
want to.
Superman'd
That's
us.
fine. Go
He
ahead, slap
Superman'd
them
it.
on."
Looking like Clark Kent, man. We love you, Jimmy.
Does this mean Aaron did not cash?
You know,
I think he bubbled.
You think he bubbled?
He was
Maybe ask him when he
Listen,
gets in here. He might be a little
he
tilted.
was playing three-way on a tournament which paid two. Unless they ICF chop, I think the man walked away with $0.
We pay him good to commentate, though. So.
Hey guys, so also we got a little promo. If you win
Oh, yeah.
a pot with pocket jacks after flop, you get to spin a wheel that it's gonna have promotions and gonna give you possibly some time, give you some free chips. You know, so I'm not sure if Matt's aware of that, and hopefully he doesn't muck if he wins after
And
the flop.
we are also putting a money grabber.
Look at this flop. How good
They
can
run
Frankie
good, man.
Frankie be
Bears.
running?
85 Bears. Let's go, Frankie.
All right, now Matt's got a few more outs, little 10 gutter ball, along with the jack. Let's see how this plays out.
Matt and Jesse on the same table. That's
Looks
husband
like
and
Frankie.
wife.
Frankie's giving him a little bit of rope. I would presume he's going for a check raise, and he does not. Let's see how this plays on the river.
Throwdown.
Check
So now the
river.
one Carter. And Frankie Potts taking it down with Bears, 85.
All those live streams,
So
they had the live stream and then they had
I actually, Matt and Jesse, right? I thought Matt was Jesse with the beard and glasses, but that's just me. So that's Matt as I talk about him. And then you have Jesse is Matt shaved. So.
We got Aaron's fan base saying he'll never chop. I'll tell you what, I'll sometimes take some guaranteed money. You know?
He's not going to ICM that? It's like Zach's raising, or Jimmy Blue Eyes, 3-betting to 50 after Zach made it 15. Jimmy Blue Eyes, 3-bet. Frankie Potts going to fold 10-3 for sure. And we have Zach that calls. It's a pretty good flop for Jimmy to fire, I believe. Yep. And he'll probably take it down here. We're just doing a little Hollywooding right now. You know, you got to get your TV time, but I'm going to go with Zach folds 100% of the time here. Thank you. Yeah, it shows the ace. All right. Show an 8, Jamie. What do you show? Did you show? I don't know.
Jimmy didn't show anything.
All right. I'm getting old, guys. I'm 41. My eyes are starting to go, so. Jimmy Jam. They all know who you are. Is this Jimmy? Jimmy Socks? Who's Jimmy Socks?
Well, there's two Jimmys. One's Jimmy Jam, another one's Jimmy Socks.
When is the 510 stream?
I think tomorrow we're going to have
The
some
PLO,
which is going to play
tomorrow.
higher.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yep.
We expect Big Boy at tomorrow's lineup. We actually are still awaiting a very, very knowledgeable PLO player. Go ahead.
So it looks like Art made it 20 under the gun. Matt called the 20, and then we got Todd waking up again, 3-betting the 60. So this can actually, Jesse's folds. Frankie Potts is trying to get in there. Zach is probably going to call here. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then we got Art to call. So it looks like we got 4 ways at 60 each. So we could have some fireworks here. I mean, I think this is Matt's definitely going to... He fires out. He leads out. He might just take this down right here. Easy game. Easy game.
Sometimes it could be
Just
that
an
easy.
Easy game.
So I was saying, let's see here. That's not it.
I was recording the hand, and she was all with Jack, but I came. I record the whole hand.
You got Postal over here. Pastoli? Ray, you're such a legend, man. Who you got? Who you texted?
Aaron, how's it going, my man? Good to see you, bro. Long time no see. You're a little bit on the shadows. That married life really got you, didn't it?
It gets everybody, man.
Good to see you, my man. One way or another. Shout out to you. I remember good old days playing with Aaron at some local clubs. I was trying to get to Johnny Flores. Will be on tomorrow's stream along with Ting Gnarls. Just like really great
super good
PLO
action
players.
and very good PLO players.
I mean, you got.
How do you like it? I could do this. We should just get Aaron out of here.
So yeah, we got them. We got them boys coming tomorrow. They're flying in or something like that, driving. Not sure what's going on. Definitely not locals, and they're your typical traveling players. We'll see how they do tomorrow. I'm actually excited to see that PLO game. Let's pick up some action here. I look up and Frankie's in another pot with a flush draw. He's got a flush draw in his mind. He's got near nuts.
I look up and Frankie's in another pot.
Star's being Star herself.
What did you say before the stream
I told
started?
you.
You said Star and
listen,
Frankie
I
pots.
told you. You got to be on the lookout for Star and Frankie.
Yep.
These are what I would think the more veteran two players on the table. They're either going to try and stay away from each other,
or they're going to get
absolutely just duke it out. There's just no in between.
You know how
you know.
Stars won a lot of tournaments.
We've got a hand with King High versus Jack High flush draw. I mean, and you got King High leading the way here on the turn
no fear. We love Star here. Star's awesome.
All right,
she's gonna have to triple barrel here if she wants to.
Let's see who's got the more will, because the cards are even irrelevant right now. It's more about who makes the better play.
Yeah, and Star looks like she's gonna win this one.
And I've seen Frankie do what I think I want to say he's gonna do, but I don't wanna.
Not again. I don't think against Star right here in that spot.
So,
but I know what you were saying, because
I've seen him pull the trigger for sure. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here watch and because if I try and say they should be doing what the chart says should be or whatnot, I'm gonna waste my time.
But we've definitely seen Frankie pull raise on that river there for sure.
Oh yes.
But Star's a solid player and knows where people are at. So she's won multiple tournaments, and it's great to have her at the club for sure. Whatever you want. You want me to get up? You want to commentate?
You want to get in?
You want to
get in?
So Aaron is tilted. He's going to be coming in the booth.
Before you come in, did you make any money on that tournament? Did you chop? Did you take three? You bubbled.
You bubbled. You got five bounties, but you bubbled.
Oh, there you go.
All right, man.
There you go.
All right.
Well, you got some money back.
Rocco's going to head out. Enjoy the stream. I'll be back later. We're going to let Aaron jump in the booth. All right? Thank you, guys.
He won freshman year, right? after that.
Was it his freshman or was it
Dude, he got them a new stadium though.
I can't remember if was he a
He
red
won the Heisman. Oh, he came straight out.
They built a new stadium after he
He
was
won the
there.
Heisman as a
Frankie got all the chips, now he wants to play tight.
Welcome back, Aaron. Seems like you got yourself a little bit of fan base.
Glad to hear I had some fans out there rooting for me. Thank you. It's a lot harder when you can't see the cards.
Before I would see both players like hammered drunk walking out of spy bar and four. I'm like, I didn't bet sports at the time. I was like, maybe I can bet I'm like Chris Duhan going out in the hallway now.
my buddy. He went to play basketball. I messaged him and I'm like, hey, do you think you guys are gonna win by more than 13?
Look at this. We got a couple of boys chasing some hearts, and they couldn't get any of them. But it wasn't about the hearts. It was about who was going to bet in that board.
He's like, man, they're killing us in practice.
I was so bad. I think I put like $500 on him. Probably. Almost 15 years ago now.
So he's been like, he didn't get the game? Or is he like always on?
I mean, he might have had 20 minutes
Oh,
of the season. He came in.
So, what was the hand that took you out, or that not specifically your last hand that got you out, but what do you think made a turnaround where you had some good amount of chips and you started dwindling down to nothing? What went down? What went down out
Well,
there?
I mean, the blind just got pretty big there at the end, and it was a small ace and a small blind, and I limp raised into aces.
You limp race. Okay. That happens sometimes. We just run into them. They don't tell us when they have them. You don't get to see them like we do here. We got Jesse with Big Slick here. It's flops top pair. Zach's got nothing but a little gutter. And they couldn't get much action there on his ace king and his Big Slick.
We had any particularly interesting action lately?
We've been watching Star and Frankie Pot duel out some pots. Well, it shows you these are from Twitch. This is from YouTube. This is from Facebook. Who can? Well, it depends on which platform she goes in. I can see all combined. She has to go into all the platforms to see. Yep.
Star was asking where she could see your comments. Apparently appreciative of you guys. When she takes a break, she wants to be able to probably respond to
I'm
a
sure
couple
she'll go ahead and look at the live later on.
Heads up, Brad. Money, Brad, a big boy.
Ain't even dropping it.
Still working on getting some of those links for some of the players, the bio information. Star has a book. We want to promote a little
She's
bit
got
there.
a couple of books.
Couple of books, okay.
She
Hoping to give away some of those, but you know, you got to get the graphics and everything together for those giveaways. We get a minute later, we'll try and get that together. So stick around.
I told the other guy was supposed to done it. I guess he misunderstood me.
We got Chicago boys not wanting to get on each other's way.
No, it took it earlier. Not when you done that now.
What did you think about the action and the tournament in itself? So we only had a few tables worth of players. It was a $200 buy-in, correct?
Yep.
With a 100 black chip bounty, and you collected 5 of those bounties.
Right.
Out of 18, you collected nearly 30% of the field.
Well, there were 4 or 5 re-entries as well.
Uh-huh.
So those are also bounties in there?
Yep. Well, altogether shows only 18 binds. So.
Oh, okay. I thought those were added separately. That makes sense. I didn't add up the numbers.
I would presume the tournament's done by now, but if it's not, you can look
they
that
just
up.
finished.
Yeah, they just finished. See, first and second, 18.
Okay.
What do we got here? Jesse with
A pair of 4s going there.
ace, queen, suited. Decides to check his options on this flop, which has got nothing for him. Frankie being Frankie, playing low suited cards. Flops middle pair and takes a pot.
I love some 4-5 suited.
I'll tell you what, I'd rather play some suited connectors than King Jack and Ace Jack. Those are so tricky, man. You flop top pair and someone's just set hunting you with 9s and gets you all over in all kinds of mess. I'd rather know I flop my pair with my flush draw or 2 pair. The Chicago boys, Todd, decides to go ahead and open up on the hijack there with suited ace. Blue Eyes decides to look him up, and Frankie tags along with the Jack 9 and now flops all of them. We'll see how he decides to defend his top pair here.
Ace 4 suited's not getting in there like this without hoping to go for a little steal. Over in the gutter. Finds out the bad news.
Old Todd could be thinking right now is bring me a deuce. He won't see what came. And instead gets the A's regardless.
And when you don't have a flush draw out there, the ace is pretty innocuous. Like, it looks like he has a pocket pair of some sort. So Todd's going for some value here. 240
He's
maybe?
got to.
230.
He goes for about half pot, a little bit over half pot. James, this is a 2-5 game. On the bottom right of your screen should say that. This is a $300 minimum buy, 2,000 max capped buying.
Yeah, it just looks really suspect. Cannot fault the call.
Frankie got the got the worst of that, and decides to look up Todd there. Just becomes a non-believer. Doesn't think Todd could be holding ace or queen, and finds a bet noose. Matt's been a little shy so far. Decides to open up with suited gappers. Drawing very, very, very thin.
There's a club draw for Star.
I don't think she needed a club draw. She was still going to fire that thing.
Do have a button straddle here.
Frankie goes with his straddle.
Looks like it's a quarter.
So after I wear them, like, my eyesight gets worse. But when I'm wearing them, I can't see that much. I'm using that one. Other things. Funny thing is, when I wear these out, people like don't even, I mean, like they make fun of Clark, like Superman. I was walking out in the nightclub and I'm like, walking around with people, I'm like, still 10 years. I'm like, shit, it does work. Like, just glasses.
Yeah, seven with the straddle.
That's good. Sometimes I don't want to see some people I'm out.
A lot of pretty much whiffs. Art with that ace-9, but with 3 clubs on the board. Biggest club out there is just the 8.
5-way action. 4 people decided to tag along onto Frankie's straddle there. And the button, and this board so far, I agree, seems to be like no one got much of it, and Frankie actually has the best draw with the 8 of clubs. And although Matt's still ahead with his 4s.
Oh, there's a straight.
Good job, Brad.
I can't see the 4s calling too much
Jason
here.
Young won the tournament. He wants to punt all of his chips in the cash game. So he'll be the next in.
He was suspicious on the flop. He might still be.
And he goes, I just want to give it to the rest of these guys over here.
7 shouldn't have changed much. Yeah, 120.
He's really wanting to do that hero call now. And he does.
Remember yesterday? I knew you were there.
He's like, fuck it, Brad.
I felt like I was on that show Bowling Point. Right. There was like a secret camera and they were waiting for me to blow up. I'm like, where's my money? I passed.
Got another button straddle. Kings and small sneaking in there. Looks like he just called. Hoping to squeeze, but he's gonna get his wish.
This is going to be a good one. We got Art, like you said, decides to limp.
I thought about writing
I think he's looking for a little layup, which Matt seems to be accommodating him. I don't see how Art comes in for the 40. I think this one he's definitely got to go ahead for the 3-bet, especially with Frankie in the pot, who's been shown to come in with just about any 2 cards.
Zach's gonna see a flop here too.
Yeah, he's got too many
For
people
30 more.
coming in.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, here comes the 3-bet I was telling you. It's a big one too. Very big one. I don't think we've seen a 3-bet for that sizing yet. So alarms got to be going off on everybody's mind.
Look at that. That's a non-believer.
Well, Matt's definitely got a good hand, and he might have thought that Art's just looking to squeeze as he's closing the action.
Sure.
You know, so he might be thinking, you know, Art's got any kind of big
What
ace.
is going on? Oh,
After this hand, if you get tequila, I got you.
Wow, Frankie comes in with the 3-5 off, ladies and gentlemen. Come on down. Get your seat.
Let's look at it again, though.
Someone's giving away some chips.
it's a little 49 big blind.
I don't
call
want to say who, but he's got a little black hat with a green skull in it.
there. Poker is alive, ladies and gentlemen.
Very much alive.
Let's go.
Let's see this flop.
He doesn't know I ain't gonna worry about it.
I tell you what, Matt's not hating this flop. He's got a gutter and 1 over. So I can see him.
No ace or king out there too. A lot of
Yep,
time that.
he can see.
Then
I
pop
can
is
see
ace
him
king.
calling a lot of times, and he would actually be good a lot of times, except for the sizing. Should have told him that he was behind. If he didn't get the memo then, I don't think he's folding now. There's too much in the pot. There's 1,500. Art goes for 2/3 of the pot. Matt's got
Frankie
quite
just
a
sweetened it too.
yeah, exactly. Matt's got quite some money invested and money behind.
Yeah.
I mean,
The limp squeeze just made the pot too enticing. I mean, don't count him out. He's got 30% to win too.
no, of course he's got outs. I told you he's got all the all the aids and 110. We saw Todd fold 110. But again, in his mind, if he thinks Art got
The occasional ace
like
king.
ace
for
king,
sure.
ace queen suited,
Yeah, if
because
an
he
ace or a
can't
king hit that flop, I don't think
he
would
can't
make
beat
this call.
nothing but queens. I mean, I'm sorry, he can't beat any. I looked at Art's king. Sorry, he can't beat anything but those type of hands. Jacks are in the board, 9s are there, 8s, So
Ace king,
it's
ace
really
queen.
just really just a matter if he thinks he got the bluff. But the pot it's got too much in there.
Even a hand like king queen suited decide to make the squeeze pre-flop, sees that flop 2 overs and a gutter.
I agree with that.
They're gonna drill that too. So ace king, ace queen, king queen. I mean, even pocket 8s might decide to take that gut shot and straight draw just the same way the 10s is looking at it.
I told you from the beginning, he's getting in there. He's got the money. He's got 1,800 in his stack. I
I
think
mean,
he
has
was going to
Frankie
get in
not
there.
folded yet? What is going on?
Well, Frankie was acting behind, obviously.
No, he just a little Hollywood acting like he had a decision there, I think. There's an 8 and another 8. 2 boards. Okay, they're running it
They
twice.
decided to run it twice.
my
Wow. He gets all the 8s in the deck.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah,
Every
the other one
8
was
in the
gone.
deck just gets there.
Wow.
We just saw the hand with the 10, the 10s and the kings. The 10s and the kings. The 8, he gets every 8 of the deck. All right, boy, get on out of here. We'll see what Art decides to rebuy for here.
And sometimes that encourages you to come in for as much as you can, and sometimes it makes you just want to go home.
No, he's got some heart. I know he's coming back in the game.
Are we doing a match this stack after the first hour, or is that?
I'm not sure, to be honest. That was a fun hand to watch, and the fact they run it twice and they still hits it twice, the gutter
Three
ball.
times.
I mean, he hits it the 2 boards, but yes, you could have ran it. Oh, geez, that was horrible.
I got lucky. That's all it was.
I tell you, after something like that, I usually just have to take a walk. Like, I'll rebuy, but
That's poker, folks.
I walk around the room or walk outside for a little bit, whatever the environment is. I go for a stroll. Come back in 10 minutes.
Danny, want to give him a rack?
Give me a rack and get rid of some reds.
You want to color him up some racks?
Color him up? Yeah. Give me at least one rack.
Dan, you gotta see the last hand.
What was it? I'll check it out.
We find out about that rebuy. Is that a purple?
Yeah.
Of diamonds, I won 25,000 with it.
Hey, Graham. Yes, YouTube will be available to replay once we finish the stream. You cannot rewind while it's in live mode. You gotta wait till it's done. We expect to be streaming here for about maybe about a couple hours more at most.
Double check that. Sometimes you can do the rewinds.
No, well, it's live. I don't think you can. Well, I mean, that's what I think. You can go ahead and check that out. I do think the new graphics look better. As we've said it, we're playing around with settings. We're new to the system, and we're just getting used to our new toy here.
I'm not picking up signal.
One of them would be good.
Down in the belly of the beast.
I'm not here. This is just freaking therapy for me.
I'm a therapist.
When I collect my winnings from you, that's prayer therapy.
No, all my friends like they bet to me like.
No, that's cool.
You know how many divorced people
I go to normal therapy.
breakup therapy? They hit me up like, I'm single now.
Boy, say that shit about 5 years ago. I managed to get.
I had this one party. There was literally three people. Two of my guy friend and his buddy they both got divorced. They got a place downtown, and then their girl that they knew from college, she got divorced. I'm just hanging out, me, and this other gay kid they're friends with. I was like, this is fucking crazy. They're like, we're back on the market. We're hanging out with you again. I charged for services.
drug dealer give that first taste for free?
First taste is the killer. I get hooked.
Look at this. Frankie, who has recently been playing with not the most premium hands, picks up aces this time. And
Definitely more likely to get action.
And I don't think a lot of people are going to be believers.
And he just calls, too.
Decides to get tricky with the hand. He's looking to trap. We'll see if he becomes a trappee.
No.
It's going to be hard to do that. He gets no love from nobody.
He hit too much of it.
He hit, yeah, he was way too ahead for him to get any kind of payday on that hand.
Frankie, if you need that tequila now, you know. If you need tequila, no. You want a drink? Outside, there's a bar right here. Talking about the bar right here.
We got our girl JAQK on the box now. Shout out to her. She's been dealing with a lot. I know she was recently in the hospital for a little infection in her ear. She's trying to do her best. And she's doing well. Looks like they're playing the little fun game they like to do when the dealer change, and we're going to see a flop turn river all the way through with just an anti pre-flop.
Little flip.
Yep, little flip board. Well,
Okay.
looks like James says we could rewind live. I guess you can.
You definitely can on YouTube, the streams, but apparently not on Twitch. That's the consensus coming from chat as well. So.
Twitch, you cannot, I suppose, they say.
I like pineapple with my tequila.
It's over.
Oh, you've already looked? I gotta have a 4.
Still over.
I need a king.
Ship it.
King.
I got a 4. That's all I got.
Oh, there's no betting?
What the hell are those? No. Oh shit. I got 2 straight.
Eric.
That's great.
See, 6-8 for a straight. I have 6-7.
I deserve it.
3-4 for the low. Low for
good.
low?
It's good. Gotta be good.
Oh, you mean if I'm straight?
I'd pocket
He must deserve it.
You and those bum pots.
the average stretch.
I can win. I can win. I'm a huge favorite.
Let me make sure I got that.
Leave 2 behind that.
Art got a little rebate.
Cuenta y me
Made a straight.
Gracias.
Couldn't be beat or chopped.
Boring.
Correct.
Like,
I bet you have more
the
fun.
pro tag are like boring. Like if they're like pro, like if you're in Vegas, like that table's not getting no waitresses. It's all water. My picture is like I had to order 2 at a time. I had to hide it under my hat.
Fierce. Star's hat
There we
says, and she is fierce. She's a
The line.
force to be reckoned with at the poker table. I haven't had a chance to play with her, but I think I will.
Walked in, I was holding the dog.
And
Like, you probably thought I was gay.
A little bit I did. She's quite aggressive. Got to see a few hands the other day on a stream as well.
Like, how's my outfit look? Is this good?
She's looking to take down as many pots as she can without having to show down.
It was queen 3. I'm not sure of the suit.
that's the best poker, actually.
I thought that too. And I thought, like, no point in saying something. I'm sitting
There's no need to show your cards, and you can win a pot.
Exposed cards.
That's the way to go.
I can't see it.
Oh, you don't care. Alright, 3, that 34 folds.
Where's the dog, my fella?
Frankie back to his old ways, pre-flop aggressor, and finds himself with top pair, top kicker. So this will be a fun one. Todd will have to become a non-believer in order to pay him because he's got a little gutter to go with his fours. So he's got a little bit of equity there. And rightfully so, Star and Jesse get out of the way. Let those boys duke it out. Jesse would have got there with a king. He had king 10, but Frankie's C-bet was too good for him to stick around. Todd couldn't get the gutter bull or a set. They go check, check. And Frankie takes the pot.
Not a bad pot for an A6.
Looks like Todd's getting ready to leave. We're going to lose him. We'll see who decides to take his spot. Oh, Robin's back?
Yeah, apparently the announcers are thinking you and I are brothers.
Frankie under the gun with an actual decent hand.
Ray's not a straddle, right?
Great.
Did they tell you you have 2,000 total? 10,000?
Two.
No, Robin. You're not even the player in this. Okay, well, I have 2,000 behind, guys.
We know.
Total.
I know that.
Robin comes in the game. She says she's announcing she's got 2K.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No.
There you go.
I'd rather I'm glad with mine.
Todd's, here, let me sit down. This was just a
Turn like a
And then just a
Okay, I have star.
oh, 25.
Yeah, I put your star card.
I didn't know that was mine.
Yeah, we counted it out.
Well, the way you were throwing around, like, it makes sense now. It's like here.
Well, there you go. How tall was the person in the seat? I feel like a little.
Frankie in there splashing around. Finally has another hand.
Robin's asking how tall was the person in the seat previous to her coming in. Well, Todd's a big guy, I'll say that. Start off flops. Frankie's ace jack. Pairs her second pair, which was the only pair out she had. And we'll see what happens here because Robin gets third pair there. And it looks like it goes bet, call, call.
Anybody else have garbage?
I didn't realize this was mine.
3 players.
That's not the best card you want to see out there. There's some straight starting to get there.
You got Mexican right here. You make it happen.
And we'll see if Frankie's Will is willing to take this pot. I don't see how Robin's going to stick around. She's got fourth pair now.
$175. Might be able to pull this one off.
Yeah, he bet about 2/3 of the pot.
Yeah.
And that Start decides to lay this one down. She wants to believe he's got the actual king. He was telling a good story. And if you decide to call it 175, you take that pot into a $600 pot. Then you're gonna be facing a $400, $300 bet on the river. If you don't improve, Gonna be sitting there with third pair or second pair best.
Yeah, and she's looking over at him. He's not likely to
Yeah,
to
and
give
Frank
up
is
once
not,
he barrels. Like,
won't give up once he starts barreling. So far, he's shown that.
So I had 2025. All right, guys.
Hey, James, asking how many tables we got running now. Give me 1 second. I will let you know. We've got a couple tables. We got a 1-2 with a wait list, and we got the 2-5 with a wait list. Looks like we got some interest on the 1-3, which got 4 people on that list. You can get yourself in there as the 5th person on the 1-3, and you could probably, guys, kick the game out. You know, get that going.
that 1-2 was running pretty deep when I was passing by it earlier.
There was the one guy in the 5 seat, I think. It looked like he was grinding it out since the start of the table, and he had, I don't know, about 1,500 on that 1-2 game.
Something in that range, yeah.
So, you know, you got to keep in mind that game's only got, what, a $500 buy max. Actually, he's got a $300 max buy. So, it looks like he had gathered up, you know, a few binds already. Star here with the Button and Big Slick. Jesse picks up second pair on that board and decides to lead. I don't think he's been watching what we've been watching. And he's gonna get the news unless Star
third a pot here trying to slow her
Star
down, I
decides to
think.
get a little tricky on this one, which she does.
Yeah,
she wants to make him believe she's not really thrilled about calling.
He's kind of setting his own price there.
I mean, just the way Star's demeanor was and just the way she tossed that chip is trying to show weakness. It's the type of stuff that I love to play in a live game. But sometimes, you know, it's the truth. But here it is, you know. It's telling you it wasn't. And this is where someone's aggression starts to pay off, you know. Unfortunately for Star, he's only got a couple $100 behind, and if he commits this raise, then he's committed all his stack, you know.
Yeah. I think he was trying to set his own price. He didn't want to have to fold to a large bet.
Yeah, but your bet folding, I mean, with $300, I would rather see a check all in, you know, if you're going to be willing to put any more money out there, you know, or check fold, you know, if you, I don't know, I just don't see how commit $50 to just fold. You're giving them the option, you know. That's my take. When I have that small of a stack, I'm rather going to see what they're willing to put out there and if I want to pay that or not.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I think he was thinking. Set the price cheap enough, she might call with a small pair.
Exactly.
Might fold off some queen jack, some king queen type stuff. Not the ace king though.
decide if
But
that.
I'll get a 4 over here.
Yeah, I need to decide if that's going to stay or not before I bet.
I will get a 4.
There seems to be some problem with.
Action's on you, Robin.
Did anyone see the turn card?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead and flip it up. It's gonna go. It's not gonna go here though. Action's on you.
Then I check.
All right. Now, this is gonna go back in the deck. Go ahead and shuffle it. And for those of you who know the old rules, you're going, wait, that's not what you do. They changed the rules.
No, that's usually how we do it.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
it actually
All right,
is.
now
That's why I wanted to make
Wait,
sure.
wait. Let me get back there and do the communication, and then turn.
Sorry, Robin. Didn't mean to discount you.
Oh, honey, it's fine.
Welcome to the
I just want to
table.
make sure, yeah.
Hey, best friend.
So it seems to be like the turn might have flashed for one reason or another, and what happens is you shuffle it back into the deck. I believe you leave the burn card out there. I've seen it where I actually see the same card come back out.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it or not.
It made a difference.
One time I've seen that.
And I didn't want to play it any different way. Yeah.
Story of one of the worst bad beats ever was a mucked situation where the dealer accidentally mucked a card.
Always
And
those pods that come out.
It was
play the
it was a
weirdest.
dead card in the muck, but they had mucked the deck and they couldn't reconstruct it without shuffling the muck back in. So that more cards were live than before. The guy only had one out, and he caught the one out that was already dead.
Oh, jeez.
Old days of poker. Stories you hear from the legends.
I'll pass it over to Ron. Hey, someone's alarm's going off.
I'm trying to figure out where my phone is because it sounds just like
That's
that.
probably it. Then.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my alarm.
They're talking about the box. We take everybody's phone away at the start of the stream. No one can have any electronic devices or headphones or AirPods or any of that kind. And we heard one of the phones going off in the background there.
I think that might have been right as I was coming back here because I was like, where's that coming from? It sounded like it was right near me. And nobody was there. I thought it was my phone.
So Blue Eyes decides to raise it up with his pocket jacks.
Cock block over here.
Frankie decides to come along with his King 10 off.
Oh, we gotta
And that'll
bring
convince
everybody in.
that'll convince other people to tag along now.
Rob might let go 5-6 off, but
I
let's
hate
see.
pocket jacks. The moment I see Broadway cards out there, unless it's my jack, I just hate those boards. Especially with 5 players in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing's good now.
All I can say as of right now is rest in peace, jacks. Prove me wrong.
Well,
no one's got the A's, but you got four other players with you. How much are you liking that board?
oh no, you're not liking it, but it might just win.
Well, it depends on how he navigates.
Although Frankie,
Frankie with one of the worst holdings. Look at this. Look at that. Queen 6 sticks around.
hey, it's a pretty small bet for that pot. And
You got bottom pair.
backdoor flush draw. Like he's hoping to catch
You
a
got
queen
5
6
players
or a
in the
club.
pot. I mean, someone's supposed to have that ace. Supposed to. What's the
Well,
key word?
I don't think he's calling
Look
because
at
he
that.
thinks
Look at
nobody
that.
has an
Look
ace.
at those jacks.
Yep, there they go.
Look at those jacks. I told you, rest in peace, jacks.
I thought I was the mess.
Once those aces and kings hit the board,
Good morning.
I used to fall asleep with the horse here my 2 days or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I'm already
That's trouble.
now robbing is giving some rope.
Here he comes with that real small bet again. Oh!
Wow. What a spot Robin's at. She's either facing a set or she's got it. She knows that. I expect a minimum of a call here.
Definitely there's at least 7-9 suited if she's playing 5-6 off. Like, so there are straights that are possible.
I don't know. You saw that. Funny though.
And now Matt's alarm should be going off.
I know.
And he didn't get the memo.
I can't see her calling 400 called on the turn and folding for 7 on the river with the 2 pair here.
No, I expect to see a call.
And rightfully so.
He's definitely turning that pair into a bluff, and he knows it.
They can wait. They want to see. They can come Tuesday. Crazy is at the end of it. I was like, play every game. It was like 4 2, like they had every game go out. I play like 10, 20, 15, 30.
Yeah, you can just see, like, she didn't call 5-6 offsuit to fold when she makes 2 pair.
Unless she wants to think he's got ace king. That's about the only hand she can think about he could possibly have. There's not about many other aces. He could have ace 8 of diamonds.
Ace 5 suited made 2 pair on the turn, went for the raise then. That make a lot of sense as well.
Which one you say?
Ace 5 suited? So ace 5 of hearts or ace 5
Well,
of spades?
that would only be... Well, when you talk about suited ace 5, which suit?
Hearts and spades.
Well, then that would be suited.
Huh? I said suited. Hearts, suited, ace 5 of hearts, ace 5 of spades.
Yes, yes, yes.
Both of those might be a little cagey on the flop, and then they turn 2 pair and want to go for the value check raise then.
That's fair.
Maybe even some ace 6. But ace 5, I think, is the most credible.
I think you're right.
But again, that's only 2 hands, right? But she's got 5-6 offsuit. She can have ace 5 offsuit, then there's a bunch of
How
hands.
about if I call you to $200 eBay? No?
This is a big pot.
I'm feeling for. I mean, I'm not rooting for one player over another, but she is gonna hurt if she makes this lay down and finds out later she's wrong. You would just feel so bad later. Like you almost call just even when you feel like you're wrong. You know.
I want to just listen to what she keeps saying. I do want to say it. Hold on.
Okay, so you got ace 8.
See, she asked if he's got ace king. She just called out your ace 5. I think Matt should not say much or he's going to get called on. The more he speaks, the more he's going to convince her to call. Just watch.
I'll tell you what, I can save $700 with my 2 pair. You show me if I win. I guess you're on my list. Okay, fair enough. Oh man. Take a live stream vote. I don't know what to do. You know, I'd feel better if that ace and 8 was on spades.
As Phil Hamlin would say, I'll take this one, you take the next.
$700.
Hey, we're here.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, nice. Guess what? Guess it.
Jack
I put you on like 6 king eight.
No, you're on my list. Nice one. I
Oh,
almost
no, my
called
list.
you, man.
Did she believe she laid down the?
she let it down. Yeah.
I understand. Did she believe she laid down the worst hand?
No.
And she clapped, happy.
I mean, I think she's just giving him credit for the play. Like, she's a good sport. But, you know, now he's on her list, so she's going to get that back, is what she's saying.
No, with him. What's your name?
That was a cool hand to watch. I liked the way she was talking a whole lot about it.
You see, as soon as he's like, would you believe me if I said I had a set of
Instead of
sixes?
sixes, that's almost like he reminded her a hand she didn't think about.
Right?
You know, like, well, I do have this other option.
And, you know, that would make a lot of people call when they're holding a six. Like, really, you've got the one combination of pocket sixes that's left?
Well, no, the half pot bet wasn't really big.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I didn't realize
which
what
made
it
me
was
feel like a value bet.
Might have found the call if he went larger even.
She don't be bothered right now.
Yeah,
She said it felt like a value bet.
I did just fold a huge. I did. Okay. You want to
Yes, let's try one.
I'm like so sweaty. Did you see?
Yes.
I like that. Let me look at this. Yeah, here you go. I should have more faith in my dealer.
Guys, we got about an hour and 10 minutes left. Hour and 20 minutes left. I'm not sure if we're cutting the stream at 1 or if we're... Sorry about that, guys. We got a different number there. It's going to be a little bit sooner, but I appreciate you guys sticking with us and make sure get some action in here before the night's over.
I'm trying to figure how much did I give you? Oh, you should count.
No,
I need to know how much.
I told him earlier that you sold.
Sounds perfect.
And then
You all can blame Matt for what's about to happen.
that gave me those. I'm like,
Are you a little warm? Go ahead.
you're about to be warm. Now you're
Just saying.
in
I've
between
never
two
complained
women.
of it being cold.
Use buffers. See steaming like.
He's what you call sweating. Ugh. Gosh, I wish I'd called him. No, I
Nevertheless, don't take any credit from Matt for playing the way he did and taking a shot at it.
Zach's got
Because I know he took that hand into a bluff. He knew that, obviously.
free roll against Jesse too.
And in the meantime, we got Zach here with a monster hand. He's got second nut flush draw with the open-ender wheel.
That can't be. What just happened here?
What? Did he not showed he had 10-6? Did we read that wrong?
I thought I saw King 6 of spades.
Or King 6 of spades, that's right.
That wouldn't be a fault. Unless he misread his hand. I mean,
I don't know. Either something happened with the graphics, possibly.
that does happen occasionally. If a card goes over somebody else's spot, like it can get registered as their card. Usually we would have a missing card somewhere later, but I would be surprised if he folded King 6 spades. Unless he just misread his hand.
Really confident. I was not trying to slow roll you. Okay.
Wait.
Relax. That turns a different.
Oh yeah. I get to spin the wheel again. I can't win in poker, but I get to spin the damn wheel.
Can't say that.
Get big, get big. Win big, win big.
Lose small, lose small.
Yeah, I did. I can't win. I don't get ahead.
Somebody got a dunce cap I can wear?
I can't get no money. I'm spinning again. I can't get, look, I can't get no chips to save my watch. But I'm spinning.
Well, this is going to be an interesting hand. Frankie's
That asshole right there.
got that middle pair, and Star's got that defending hand.
I saw it.
I called it out since the beginning of the stream, Star and Frank. She's not going anywhere.
Oh, no, for sure. Might raise.
Well, she's not in position, so I don't see that happening.
She senses weakness, she'll pounce, but.
So
Oh! What a board. Oh, he's only 175 deep.
Ace any of it, I wouldn't.
oh, well,
But I thought you said you had ace 8, I was like,
And this is a really tricky spot because even if he doesn't want to believe Jesse's got the hand, he's got Star to think about behind him. So I don't think Frank's gonna stick around. That should be a fold all day, and he's just lucky because he would have paid that amount if it was heads up and still be losing.
I like it.
hey, what do you have?
Says, sir, what you have to be in between? I want Frankie in the spot.
I had 6s. Pull back.
Chat saying the King 6 actually didn't. Wasn't in the hand. There was an error in the recording.
Which is possible.
Oh no, King 6 was the one betting. It was a different helmet. So yeah, we definitely had some kind of in-ring data error there, I think.
Did you miss that?
I don't have no, just cut. I was gonna put and Matt that age. And Matt. Okay, post that.
Oh, you can absolutely post it.
Got it.
I don't mind at all. I want the whole future to know what he did.
Yeah, if you don't know Matt, you will. He's the best.
It's hard on you.
Eric requests Robin's picture.
We're gonna go take a car and see the GPS tracker right there. He's gonna have the whole.
I'm never home, so it don't bother me. And my truck's never at my house, so.
Oh, I don't worry about that. It's just the next poker table you're at. I'll just follow you
He's
there.
like, I already had 2 ex-wives. Never again.
No, I only had one. I was with her for 24 years. I'm never doing it again.
Never been there that long.
I'm glad she waited
She
for
killed
the
them
kids
all.
to grow up. See, I was gonna call you in the dark, but somebody else called.
Aw, damn
Now I
it.
gotta look.
What's his name?
And I gotta phone him. He's an asshole too.
They're friends. Watch out.
200 behind? Are we gonna do the boogie? That's a shade over right there.
432 hertz. It's like a peaceful.
Be nice to him, because if he leaves, I have to leave my money. He broke in.
Shout out to you, Eddie, all the way from Houston, Texas. Seems to be quite good friends with Eric Anderson, the man. And yeah, if he taught you, and you must be a good student, and I hope to just learn as much as you have and have as much knowledge as Eric one day. Aaron, well, you know where I'm at. Come on down. Come to Kentucky, Louisville.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'll save a spot for you on the screen table. You just let me know. I'll lock it up for you. You can have any seat in the house.
Hey, good for you. I brought 432 with a healing perfect hurt too.
See, everybody comes up with the music.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the music.
Looks like we got a straddle of 15. Frankie defending the king 3 offsuit.
Come on, ace.
Yes, please. You can re-raise.
Look at this! Look at this squeeze for Matt with the 8-9. Wow.
I'm gonna find over here. It's getting heated over here.
I don't think Robin's feeling like folding after that other hand. Yeah. Especially not off her straddle.
I want to hot
I'm a donkey.
You got all the chips, man. We all know you got the money.
Fifth with the horseshoe.
We're going to get a little four-way action.
Uh-oh. Okay, not quite as connected as I was thinking. The 6 is a gut for 2 of them, but just a gut.
And Matt decides he's got a bunch of troops in his arsenal, and now he decides to fire away.
Well, he squeezed pre-flop.
I understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Is now he's got a little bit of chips, and he's going to be, you know.
Table captain for a minute.
Yep.
And the thing is, it's probably going to work here.
Well, you two had so much fun last time you were heads up.
Well, Robin takes the lead in her head, although she had the lead the whole way. And what she doesn't realize is Matt has now picked up double gutter, 6 and a 10. So Matt's also happy with that hand in some sort of sense, because he's thinking now he's got extra outs.
Absolutely, it's a very, very good card to bluff at. Picking up the double gut and having a new high card on the board that you can potentially scare somebody off when they have like just the one pair 7-9 type situation.
See, he decides to go for a check, but I would have barreled on this one, because if I'm trying to represent I had the top pair on the flop, you're gonna have to investigate, figure out if I actually have the trips now. But nevertheless, she gets a little rebate from Matt.
I think he might have picked up a little bit of.
Well, he went check on the river, and she's got obviously showdown value. No reason for her to investigate it.
She tried to bet too.
Did she try?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I mean, she did bet it. Just
I didn't see that.
But
I thought it went check.
Yeah, I think he just kind of sniffed out her strength on the turn. She started talking. He may have just realized after that last bluff that she showed that she was really going to be sticky, and they're communicating again. I feel like he just picked something up there. That, or just whether he picked it up from her or just decided to give up. Either way. Got a request to show the.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The VPIP.
I had forgot about that. I'll try and put the VPIP or aggression and whatnot after the end of this hand. I want to see if I still know how to get that out there. at this. Sack decides to get a little frisky and decides to just limp the initial raise that was given to him of $20.
Yeah, so much
That's
squeezing going on.
that's
I'm
worked
not
for him
surprised.
because now he got Matt raising with the ace-10 off. I want to see if he decides to. So I see what's going on. So Frankie decides to open for 20.
I think Frankie made a straddle.
Was that a straddle though?
I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, UG,
I just don't.
UGS
I
is
just
usually
didn't
straddle,
see it, so I see. Nevertheless, he limped that open or straddle. Now he's gonna come in with a 3-bet.
That's probably it. I don't know. Juan may just decide King Queen's enough. No. Oh, excuse me.
That is bizarre. I have to deal with that shit every day that I work. Like,
Definitely a
if I didn't have the apps to
There
help
you
me.
were. Okay, let me.
Oh, and the ladies.
Sounds like Sack showed the queens there.
Yeah.
And I always had it when you would grab. It's
There it is. Well, no, that's actually.
There we go. We put this one up.
B-Pip will come up for sure after the 10.
44, 42, 42, 39. Nice and loose table.
So, because there were so many people behind, I'll tell you, I had
You got almost half the table coming in for nearly half the amount of half of. Art's coming in for 15%. We don't see that guy very often.
And here we go.
Right?
What's your name? Frank? You know I'll call. Robin. Don't take my chips. I need them to get his.
She a 4-bet the ace jack?
I need 800 of them. You have the rest.
No. She went for her chips like she was.
Before I get it for you. Promise. Promise.
I stole his keys.
Oh, okay.
Did you call the queen?
No, I had 7.
Ooh, I should have flagged.
She did phone the queen. He said, oh, I should have played it. But I had an ace, so he would have had one less ace. One ace less than...
I wouldn't have needed it. I wouldn't have needed it.
Yeah, like he said.
I'd have blocked 3.
Damn.
You gotta feel confident.
Is that all it is?
Holy king, queen. Out of cockiness. I don't know.
Such a weird thing. Cocky and what?
A couple kings and some clubs. I mean, this isn't likely to develop too much. Frankie might barrel at this.
But that would have been a flop.
If he does, he has best hand.
So who's doing the commentary?
One guy.
Did you say 2 blind guys?
Pretty much. It's boring, but yeah. I've seen them trying to work the front desk. Like, they feel like they're blind.
They're saying we're blind.
I don't know what they're saying. Throwdown. You're asking if Friday's game still available. Go ahead and shoot us a message, and we'll let you know. I have to look into that.
Just let us know what you want. Where the players play.
Look at your pre-flop race.
On your
Matt, the most aggressive guy on the table there.
Where the players play. No, I mean across your chest.
That sounds like only lottery.
Then back himself in the booth here coming along.
Just wanted to remind the players back at home that, you know, they're a club jack. Reward on players. $25 just for referring that player. Once you bring 5 or more players, you become an agent, and you're then eligible to receive up to $2 back for every hour that player plays. Good deal.
There you go, and I would agree with that all day long.
Would you go ahead and run through our socials one more time, too?
Facebook, Club Jack. We're on Twitch, Club Jack. Snapchat, Club Jack. TikTok, Club Jack. YouTube, Club Jack. That's JAQK. And we're on every one of them at Club Jack.
Matt has the most definitely been the biggest winner. Started it all with a gutter ball running it twice, getting there with every 8 on the deck, and then after that he actually played a big bluff on the river versus Robin for a $2,500 pot. So that's been given him. And we are picking up the action here. Seems like Jesse decides to just put it all in there with the suited king.
Can't really blame him.
Frankie decides to tag along with the suited ace.
What we've seen of the action, King 10 suited is pretty good.
Doesn't have quite a lot behind him. Matt's been liking suited connectors. He's got the stack to do so, and decides to go with a large 3 bet.
He pulled up. I was drinking by the car. I'm like, black and blue. I thought it was a cop. It was a wrestler.
Yeah, I see that.
I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, just like, gets in the air. You want a drink? It's not a beer in my hand. How the fuck is this? Oh, he's a wrestler guy. I'm like, I should have came in with like beers, like smack his head.
Look at this. Matt goes for a large sizing, which basically puts Frankie all in, and decides to risk it with the suited ace.
No, because it was 100, and then it went to 200.
Yeah, he made it 100.
What cap? Illegal raise.
That's a legal raise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Eric checking in on the support, make sure we're still doing great.
I had every right to re-raise.
Robin said it's okay, I allow it.
Everybody's been like happy.
It could be a lot of things.
Take the 212 and put it my 212.
Five bets. The 5-6. Don't say poker's dead.
Jesse all in there with 217. There's going to be a little $650 pot or so for him. Side or main pot. There will be a side pot.
Probably a little bigger than that in the main because there was a little bit of money squeezed in.
Was there?
I think so. We'll get a total here. I think that shows up split, right?
Well, all I see right now is altogether 1,800.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, that's not the case. That's the whole pots. But I'm just trying to figure out what kind of number does Frank get as a side pot if he loses to Jesse here.
I didn't know it was gone.
That is wild.
Have they decided to run it once or twice?
You don't usually see a multi-run in a three-way pot. It just gets very complicated for the dealer.
Wee, there's a 6. And fates the straight cards for Jesse. Jesse had open ender on the turn since the flop couldn't get there. And the 6 just holds. Frankie gets felted. I don't think Matt's got any room for more chips over there.
He's gonna be stacking for a minute. Yeah. That one stung. Get tagged that way doesn't feel good at all.
Well, we'll see if either Jesse or Frankie decide to rebuy into the game. And try and battle it out again with Matt.
What a stack.
The sad part about it is, it doesn't matter what the starting
Looks like
cards
a 10 or quarter game.
ending cards are. Yeah, but if I get it in with a pair, I can win with it.
Matt is up almost about 2,700 since we started the stream. Done open, and now she's got an all-in from Art. Did he just go all-in?
Yeah, there's about 200 out there, and he just bet the full 1,000 to take it down now.
That's dead. Correct.
Yeah, we did just see an all-in with 5-6. Maybe he thinks he can get it in there, you know, that far ahead.
Yeah, which it's not even on me, but I forfeited. Well, technically it is on you because it delays the action. Dead, which is fine.
America. I don't know if I would
Gonna draw it out.
Art isn't known for his light raising.
He gets hard, stern.
Okay, that's enough. You don't have to do it. Here you go.
Hold on.
My feelings are hurt, but you got a good hand evidently when I had a decent.
Takes it down.
No. You would fold to the queen.
Take notes, people. Just shove it all in pre-flop, and you'll get everybody to fold.
Yeah, he picked up 20% of his stack there. That's a sizable game.
Sure. I'm just being it's just being. All right, so we got our man Matt up 2,800 since we started the stream. That just tells you poker is definitely alive. That's not a bad payday at the office.
2,802 hours.
Yes, sir. 2 hours we've been live. Mr. Anderson in the booth with us. All right, we are doing well. How about yourself? You good?
Oh, it looks
Everyone in the stream been giving us positive feedbacks. Everybody loves the graphics. I'm happy with them myself. They seem to be having more audio with the table chat, and they enjoy that. They get to hear the players.
The table is much clearer as well. So when we
You had art on the button, yes?
Yep.
Small, big, and be first to act.
Now that I'm working hand in hand with now that I'm working with Eric here, I get to see all of that, and for sure we had to do some adjusting in the cameras, getting that glare out and making sure things are good. We did try the zoom in on the flop today. I wanted to change it up a little, and I think we did it a little bit too far into it, and we'll adjust that in the next stream as well. But other than that, I mean, everything is fine. The angles are very sharp.
Love the new
clarity.
player graphics, the pictures.
Yep.
The sound quality's looking good. Yeah, it's top to bottom improved. Looks like it's been going for a long time.
Blue Eyes hasn't mixed it up much yet. He's got the ace here, and I'm not sure he wanted to see another spade. Decides to check his options on the river there.
I remember I figured out. I was ace off from the bag. I raised it, right? Yeah, I turned before 3-2 and then 12-10. Last time I was I prefer
Graham, I don't know if we can actually go back and turn the live chat on. My experience with the streams so far with YouTube is that the comments during live stream are just the live, and then the comments made after are the ones that stay. Does that sound right to you? There may be an option to be able to do that, but I'm not aware of it. I think Twitch you can see the comments as they were going, but you know, it's just different platforms for different tastes.
Bless you.
Was that the King 8 suited? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we definitely had
we went on that
a misrecorded handle that ago. I don't know exactly what Action Tracker's fault was. You know, when the dealers out there, they call the action and we enter it in manually. they don't have any idea what's going on with the cards. That gets us the feedback for what's happening back here, so we can do the commentary on
I
the
take
delay.
appointments.
Every once in a while, something gets entered wrong.
Appreciate that, Aaron. We tried our hardest to improve every day and give you guys the best experience.
We'll do one more
We've got some very nice comments about how much we're improving here. Our main IT, Eric, saying that you can't just give it all to you perfect the first day. You got to show some improvement. I think we've definitely done that.
Right there?
Yeah, Jesse.
The one you busted.
Where's he at?
He probably sat down.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got pretty foot too.
Yeah, he's used to it though. Whole game.
I remember this dude, like, the guy came to the tournament, and we were
He
taking
doesn't start.
it's
It's good. The button's in between them from where I'm sitting, but it's fine. I don't know. I ain't looked yet.
What we got here? We got bet on the race from Robin. Going to the flop, and she takes it down. I think the graphics are off. There's definitely more than $27 in that pot. That's the last hand. Well, thank you very much, you guys who stuck around. And go ahead and come back tomorrow. We'll be here. Yep. We'll show you guys what our players did here today with their big pip and everything, their aggression.
Appreciate your support, guys.
Matt was pretty active at the end once he got that ammo that I was mentioning. He got the ammo and he knew what he was going to do with it. That's for sure.
I just felt like once he hit those eights, like he couldn't do anything wrong.
Matt's on top of the list on every board, all around. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
If you win the tournament, then you'll fucking tip them.